Chapter 4. From John's Perspective. Old Days. He hasn't changed much over the years. Only now, he looks more like a lumberjack than a cowboy. At 50, he's still a bachelor. His flings last as long as his supply of whiskey and beer. He always needs a fresh stash. He's not an easy person to deal with, but he's the best person I know. The cabin smells like pine resin. A wall lamp flickers. Skulls and antlers are mounted as hunting trophies above the fireplace. One head immediately catches my eye. Did Jerry sharpen the teeth? That's not what a regular deer head looks like. If he tells me he shot the animal in that state, I'm getting in my car and driving back to Kansas. Cult weirdos, creepy cops, and predator deer in a dark forest. It wouldn't surprise me if this town was built on an old Native American burial ground or something. That's the head of a Wendigo. Shot it 2 years ago. It just attacked my Dixie Hunter back then. Dixie Hunter? I raise an eyebrow. Your dog, right? A thump. There's a rumbling above us. The clatter of claws on wooden floors. Excited panting, and then the cold nose of a dog presses against my ear. I stroke her fur and scratch her neck. She puts her paws over my shoulder. Easy there, Dixie Hunter. That's John. He laughs and looks at me. She's happy to see you. It has been a while. I laugh. Hey, girl. I remember this sweet Labrador retriever from 5 years ago, when I visited Jerry in his home state of Texas. She's not a young pup anymore, but she's just as cuddly as back then. Jerry takes the dog and sets her on the floor. He pushes aside a tattered curtain and disappears into another room. I hear a refrigerator door open. He comes back with a 6-pack of beer. There's a lot of crazy shit in this world we don't even know about yet. He runs his hand over the deer antlers and skull. And Wendigos aren't part of it, just a deer. I sharpen the teeth to mess with visitors. He sits down with a groan, setting the beer at his feet. If you ever get visitors. I glance around the cabin. My eyes wander to the ceiling. That's the beauty, man. It's quiet up here. But I'm happy. I'm good. So why did you come here in the first place? Long story or short? Okay, short. I quit the rodeo and took up chopping wood instead. I enjoy the peace. And I found my way to faith. You're scaring me, man. I laugh. I know. Folks around here are a little different. But you'll get to know them better over the next few days. I can take you along. We've got a church service tomorrow night. You believe in God, don't you? Talking about religion without even wetting our lips with beer first? Something's off here. I purse my lips, thinking it over. I guess I believe there's something out there. A higher power, maybe. But whether you'd call it God, I don't know. Why do you ask? Just wondering. I want you to feel comfortable. Don't be surprised. Our community's customs are a little different from other towns in the U.S. How many people live here? A hiss. Jerry cracks open a cold beer. Only when the foam tickles his beard does he ask if I want one. He tosses me a can. The ice-cold brew lands right in my lap. 500 souls. It's great here. Even if the winters are brutal, we get by. I want to invite you to the service. Father Mackenzie leads the Mass. I take a sip, and it feels amazing. It's been months since I last had a cold beer. There were people on the road. Hooded, cloaked people. I mimic pulling an invisible hood over my head. They were all covered up. Jerry waves it off. They don't bother anyone. Just ignore them and they're harmless. Not everyone's like that. If you say so. We talk about old times, stories from the South. Eventually, we end up on the subject of relationships. We chat about Sarah and Jerry's fondness for professional sex workers. He always pretended he was shooting porn with the girls, since prostitution is technically illegal. One of the cameras didn't even have a card in it. But you've got to be prepared in case the cops show up, Jerry says proudly. They've got nothing better to do than stalk a Texas cowboy on his next hookup. We laugh. I steer the conversation elsewhere. First, I want to settle in here and get a feel for Pinevale Springs. I might stay for half a year. Jerry's got room and plenty of work to do. I'll help him out. Silence settles between us. Jerry stares at me for a long moment. His gaze searches my eyes, probing the sea of my thoughts. What's he looking for? Do you know why America rose to the top of the world in just a few hundred years? Why it's the greatest country in the world, or was, John? Because of our pursuit of freedom? Jerry snaps his fingers and points at me. Bingo. It was the land of endless possibilities. Europe was drowning in absolutism and religious conflict. Here, there was new land, new opportunities, but also new dangers. I swallow the cold beer. Jerry had left it in the freezer too long. Ice crystals melt on my tongue. I get it, I say with a nod. Native Americans and all. Not even them, Jerry laughs and grabs his second beer. The Indians weren't even the real problem. Then what? Parasites, Johnny. Parasites. I drink quietly. Jerry's different from the other times I've met him. He loves to talk about society and politics, especially after his first beer. He's a staunch Republican, but I remember him being warmer, funnier. Something's off about him. This place feels more unsettling by the minute. I shiver at the thought of driving into this deserted town. Those hooded figures were strange. I'm starting to worry I've stumbled into a cult's hideout. Tomorrow, I'll find my tires slashed, and I'll be ritually sacrificed. But I trust Jerry. We're old friends. He's different, but he's still Jerry. I trust him. He's the weirdest guy I know, and weird guys usually listen better. I tilt my head, drape my arm over the chair, and swirl the last bit of beer around the can. What do you mean by parasites? Where there's fertile land and ideas, freedom and new possibilities, that's where parasites thrive. America is a breeding ground for parasites. Maybe we were the greatest country in the world once. But as soon as we became a nation, we became servants to the parasites, prisoners of the leeches, the ones who feast on our blood. Capitalism. The bankers. The financial elite. We all know who's behind it, John. Is America still the greatest country in the world, or are we just the errand boys? Puppets of demons? Jerry leans back in his chair, pointing at himself with both thumbs. He almost spills his beer in frustration. Don't give me that. You haven't turned into a Nazi or a communist, have you? Those guys in white hoods aren't KKK, are they? Bullshit, Jerry grunts. Puppets of demons. Now that's starting to sound a little too religious. Jerry told me not to worry about the hooded figures and just ignore them. Sorry, but it's hard to ignore someone who isn't ignoring me. They stared at me in this creepy way, like they had sinister thoughts on their minds. Jerry's expression darkens. The beer can crunches in his scarred lumberjack hand. Come on, he mutters, shaking his head. This isn't about politics. It's about so much more. It's about the future of the planet. The system is crumbling. The constitutions are long outdated. Our world needs a global reset. I don't know what to say to that. Nothing comes to mind. This community seems like one giant cult, and they've really done a number on Jerry. What have they done to my friend? Here, I hear Jerry say, as a piece of paper flutters onto my lap. There's a service tomorrow. We're training the spiritual elite for the new kingdom of God, the future leaders of the world. You should come. I'll be there too. Oh shit. I roll the paper between my fingers, trying not to show my hesitation. I don't want to upset Jerry. Religious fanatics can be unpredictable. I don't know, I sigh. Just give it a chance. Once you've been there, the others won't seem so strange to you anymore. They're good people. We're really a great community. I think it over. There's a tense undercurrent between Jerry and me. He's smiling, but I can feel the pressure building behind it. All right, I'll think about it. Excellent, John. We'll go together. I'll introduce you to everyone. Father Mackenzie always takes time for newcomers. Maybe we'll even have dinner at his place. The rest of the evening is spent by the fire, reminiscing about the good old days. I tell him only bits and pieces about Sarah and my daughter. Oh, right. Anya. I forgot to check in with her. It's noon in Germany now. I have my laptop with me. When I ask Jerry for the Wi-Fi password, he just shakes his head. Perfect. I'll have to use my phone. Hopefully, there's enough signal out here. Jerry shows me the room. He and his dog are staying on the pull-out couch in the living room. He set up a cot for me. It squeaks when I sit on the old mattress. It smells like cardboard and varnish. I dial Anya's number. My heart warms as I hear her gentle breathing on the other end. She's 20 now. Her birthday was last week. Hey, Dad. Hey, sweetheart, I know I should have called sooner. I'm sorry. How are you? How's school? Anya sighs. She's annoyed, and rightfully so. We haven't spoken in a while. That's on me. I've been too caught up in my own problems. I promise myself I'll do better. It's fine. I'm managing. Mom's not doing well. I sigh heavily. I did love Vanessa once. Anya is our child, and I want her to be okay. Damn cancer. Pancreatic. How's the chemo going? I ask, standing up. My legs are restless. I don't want to sit. I position myself by the window. She's alive, but it's not getting better. The doctors said not to get my hopes up, but they're trying everything to save her. I don't know what else to do, Dad. Her voice cracks, and it's all I can do to hold myself together. I don't want her to cry again. I wish I could take her pain away, but I can't. We usually speak in German, but I'm out of practice and struggling for words. We switched to English. I believe in you, and in your mom. You both have to fight, okay? That's all we can do. I'll come visit as soon as I can. I'm staying with Jerry right now. You remember him, don't you? The crazy Texan? I hear her smirk through the phone. Her laugh is contagious. That's the one. I'm with him for now. I need some time to clear my head. How long I'll stay? I don't know, but I'll book a flight soon. Maybe we can see each other next month, okay? Then we'll celebrate your birthday properly. She purrs contentedly. I glance out the window. Anya asks me something, but I'm distracted. Someone's watching me. In the window across from mine, a shadow stands behind a curtain. The faint outline of human shapes in the darkness is ghostly. Sarah's name jolts me back to the moment. I shut the window and draw the curtains. A shiver runs down my spine. You broke up with Sarah? We agreed to take a break. Oh, Dad. Anya sighs, her voice heavy with concern. Taking a break is just breaking up for cowards. Maybe you're right. You were quiet just now. Are you okay, Dad? I try to shake off the goosebumps. The people here are weird, I whisper into the phone, clutching it tightly against my ear. Cold sweat clings to me. Something's not right. Jerry's different too. I think this whole place is some kind of cult. Like Scientology or the Mormons? Or what exactly should I imagine? No, something completely different, I hiss. At least Scientologists have the internet. These people are seriously creepy. And from what I can tell, I lift my head to double check that the curtains are properly closed. They don't even want new members. It's like this tight-knit clan. But tomorrow there's a church service. I'm supposed to check it out. I'm not sure I want to stay here much longer. They're probably fine. Sometimes the strangest people have the kindest hearts. You can give it a chance, it can't hurt. Maybe they'll see the good in you too. Just don't let them talk you into anything you don't want. I really don't want you stepping off the plane trying to convert Mom and me. Anya laughs, but there's a hint of concern in her voice. I have to go now. We'll talk tomorrow. Call me in the evening when it's 1 o'clock your time. 8 o'clock at night, my time. Okay, I mumble, sitting back down on the bed. I love you. I'll always be here for you. From now on, everything's going to be fine. We'll see each other soon. I love you too, Anya hums. Take care, Dad. You too, sweetheart.